Hello and welcome back to Space Engineers. My name is Rabenschild and my plans fell through. Let us take a look what happened. I wanted to do some work on what's happening here. I wanted to do some work on the miner or the harvester. We have a bit of a problem with that. It's something that we need to address relatively. Not fast, but we kind of have to change our plans. Someone wanted me to put that thing on the workshop, and that will happen once it is done. So again, it will maybe take a while. The no fuel is something I really don't like. So this thing is too heavy at the moment. I can't drive up this mountain or this hill. It's not even a mountain. It's more like a hill. We cannot drive up there. And so we have multiple options now. We could add more wheels, try to do something like that. Or we could maybe go and, I don't know, do some work with thrusters, do some work with other things. But now that we have drilled out a hole, and we will take a look at that in a second. So that's what we have on board right now. It's just one large cargo container that is filled up. Everything else is just ingots right now. But we are getting good amounts of iron, nickel. I found nickel, we will see that, and silicon and cobalt. That's really nice. The power situation is relatively stable right now. Yeah, again, now the whole power thing of the wheels is an issue, and again we cannot do anything more to the wheels. So we have the wheels at 100% power and at 100% friction. So even with a run-up, I've brought up the speed. Even with a run-up, we are not able to climb this small hill. That's a bit of an issue. So my idea would be, and that's one thing I wanted to do anyways, is I want to put some front wheels on here. That's something you see in concept art for that harvester. Or we could reduce the weight by maybe, I don't know, getting rid of things, but then we would mess up the looks, kind of. And the thing is, I kind of want to work a bit more on here. This thing needs a bit of a change, and don't know, we need to add the merge block for the carry-all. And also a connector for that. So the thing, I'm starting to I'm already starting to repeat myself. So what we need to do is, we could try different wheels, but I think what we should do is work on the carry-all as fast as possible, so that the carry-all can do the heavy lifting. Very much so do the heavy lifting. This thing needs to basically go onto relatively flat land. When it is empty, we can move that thing. So the easiest way would be to have the carry-all to also transport the materials back. Or have small rovers that can do that. That's also an option. And here we can, we can just go multiple routes. So we could build a small rover that can do that, can bring materials back and forth, like we have that on Mars. On Mars, we have a small rover that runs around and basically brings back material from the mining platform that we have there. And here, again, we could also have the carry-all do that. The carry-all will be the more I think about it, it will be a very not cheaty thing, but the carry-all will definitely break the rules that we have here. And we will try some things to, with the carryall, to kind of, it's, I don't know, it's hard to describe. The carryall will be a very, very, not crazy build, but we will make our lives very, very easy with the carryall. And I want to try one thing today that we might be able to achieve. And the main thing would be if these vaporators work on movable grids, or if they are just for stations. That's one thing I want to know, because otherwise we can make the carryall basically produce its own thruster fuel. We have to be a bit careful. There's somewhere here, there it is. There's a big hole that we drilled into the surface. Oh, come on, lady. You can stop now. The whole no fuel thing is really something that goes on my nerves. So, yeah, we have it roughly 80 meters deep. That's a good thing, but I only carved through this small nickel area here. I missed magnesium, and I missed, I think, cobalt. That's what we have here too. Or nickel, silicon. That's what I also wanted to grab. But again, with all the stone that we mine, silicon is not the big problem. Good. Let us drive back to the base. For the carryall, I want to do a bit of an experiment again. I want to see if the vaporators work on moving grids. I want to work with hydrogen thrusters there, but they will be mainly a thing for looks. I have the feeling. Again, it's much easier to work, for example, with the gravitic manipulators. They should be the first thing. The whole thing in Dune is a very, very, really, really science fiction-y thing. As the Space Engineers is a relatively, again, we are speaking in very, very relative terms here. It's a relatively hard sci-fi. So we have hydrogen thrusters, the ion thrusters for space, and the only thing that's really, really science fiction-y is the jump drive and artificial gravity. That's also one of these things. But in Dune, we have the whole thing as a really, really science fiction-y thing. We have mutants that navigate spaceships with crazy range jump drives, and we have the carryall that flies by, we don't know, there's no real thrusters on there, and we will kind of replicate that. So with the gravitic manipulators, we have really powerful thrusters that we can set into the carryall internally, and so we can cheese it. We can really cheese it here. So first thing that I want to test is we need a landing gear. You can see that I have done some work around the base, just a few things here. For example, I'm testing out my abilities to build to build statues, and I'm not good at this. I constantly remove that and constantly get rid of it again, and get one block away and then put another there to kind of get the form. I think having the blocky blocks there is something that makes that really hard. And here it is also the thing. So you would have to go really huge to get crazy detail, and I'm trying to not go too crazy with it. Otherwise, I will have what's happening here? Otherwise I will have problems with I'm pretty sure problems with the FPS again and all that stuff. I was able to boost the power production here. That's one cool thing. And I'm working on this control tower, but now with the lack of, yeah, the fact that we can't, yeah, that it's not easy to bring back the harvester to here at the moment. We kind of have to rethink our crane idea, or my crane idea. So I might add a docking port to the top so that the carryall can just dump all the stuff that it has into the base, and otherwise it will hover somewhere. It's the crane idea is a good one, but maybe we can do it in a smaller way for the small cargo trucks or cargo rovers that we might have driving around or something like that. We could also have cargo drones that fly automatically or something like that. That's all possible. That's the cool thing with the Dune idea, because here we can go really crazy when it comes to the science fiction idea. Okay. Main thing is, can I place it, or will it just tell me no, this is only for stationary grids? Evaporator. No, it seems I can place that, so we should be able to use it on the carryall. So this thing can basically produce its own fuel. Good thing. That's cheaty, but that will work out. Some solar panels and reactors should be able to let a few of these run. Question is, how many do we really need for all the fuel that we use up for looks? I'm at the moment, the school bug, the typical school bug got me, and I'm a bit sick. I said that on the Discord already, that I'm at the moment a bit sick, so I don't feel too good at the moment. The typical stuff, throat, things, everything hurts. The typical men flu. Okay, the carryall, and that's a thing, will have to be big. And I'm not sure how big. So one thing we should do, and that is something I should have done before, is maybe count a bit. How many blocks do we have here? So we will roughly estimate that 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, let's say 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 10, or 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 41, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, let's say 50. Let's go 55 or something like that. Just that we have a bit of wiggle room, and then we need 2 of these bays. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh man, that's too big. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Let's go to 60. And then we see this is just too big. 6, 7, 10. That is too big. That doesn't work out. The carrier would be massive if we go with 2 grooves. So that's something we might have to change. Not good. I have massive ships here, but you just have one thing that is basically just there to pick this thing up and move it to somewhere else. Have it basically at least 150 blocks long. Think about it. These are 25 meters. Or? I think it is, yeah, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's one block is 2.5, 4, 10. That's 12, 15 meters. 30, 60, and so then we have 90 meters here already, I think. Or am I right there? No, it's double the amount. Oh, I can't do the math right now. We have 4, there's 20. Yeah, it's double the amount at least. That's not nice. 2 bays of that size plus the rest of the ship. That would be crazy. That would be a crazy, crazy big ship. And for just an atmospheric craft, this thing would have to, don't know, hang around somewhere. And I don't know where. Ooh, not nice. The thrusters would look. Okay, I'm playing for a long, long time. The game starts to go haywire for me. Okay, that doesn't work out. How do we do that? Maybe 1 bay, the thrusters in the middle, front and back with some. Yeah, we just need to do that. Otherwise, it doesn't work out. This thing is still in disrepair because you can see that the whole thing with the projector still misbehaves. Here, that's just from a flight. No. Let me turn that off. I don't know where that comes from. I found no explanation why the projectors misbehave in that way. Nobody said anything, so I'm not sure if that is a thing that happens just for me, because maybe some mod messes with them, or if that is a general thing that the small projectors don't behave at the moment. Okay, let us go and do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then just this is the front, and then we go here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We go with just one bay. Thrusters in the middle, and the front and the back will house engines. Again, the engines, I will really go with the crazy powerful gravitic manipulators. That's the main thing I can do. I need to figure out how wide the top will be, because the whole thing will have this weird look where it is kind of triangular shaped. So let me go and start that out. One. And we need a bit of space in there so that I can also put in some cargo containers. The whole keel here will be removed at one point. At the moment, I need to figure out how wide this will be in the end. So I need at least 3 blocks for cargo. I would like to have a bit more space for reactors and for the whole conveyor system. And again, I want to put some evaporators in here. That would be nice, because then this thing doesn't need to land in any case. The engines, again, the whole hydrogen engine thing will just be for looks. This will not be the main drive. And if I would use hydrogen engines, I think this whole thing would have to be a lot bigger to be able to really carry this crawler up. Could make that even bigger. I think I will make a short pause and go and let me do something, because something irks me. I hear sound. I hear sound, but I don't see it in the recording. That's something that I really don't like. Okay, I will do a short break, come back to you, because I want to just take a look at one of the pictures of these things. And then I might also have to take a look at my sound thing here, because that's something that I don't like. I see that the microphone is working. That's at least a good thing. Okay, back in a sec. OBS is not behaving well right now, and I don't know why. Now I have the sound, hopefully. I just don't want to have it completely silent in the background. Yeah. This ship in the movie, maybe I should have gone with a small grid miner, because in the movie that thing, it dwarfs, absolutely dwarfs the miner. I would have to make it even bigger, because it's just the harvester in the movie in the rig to carry it up looks so small. It's just, it doesn't feel right. But again, that's science fiction for you. Make it as big as you want. Whoever has energy concerns or whatsoever, it is science fiction. We don't need to be concerned about anything like that. So we will try to do our own interpretation of that, because it's just not possible to make it that big. So I think that should be all. We have enough space for reactors. We have enough space for things on top, and we can bring in conveyors to power everything, or not to power everything, to move fuel and all that stuff back and forth. So we can put this stuff on the back to it. When I see the length, I need more height. So let us go a few more. I think I started a project that I shouldn't have started right now, because I feel this will be bigger than it really should be. We have already a flying base on the alien planet, and on the alien planet it is just ridiculous how that works. I hope here, with going the modded cheaty ways, we are hopefully better with all the power and all that stuff. So is that better? So when you see it from here, that looks better, because before it just looked too small. The proportions then are absolutely not right. Okay, let us bring few blocks up to see where the middle is, and then we put a spine on that thing. In the pictures, I saw some pictures from the model workshop that built that thing. There is an indent on top, so it could be that we are able to, I don't know, have something land on top there. We might have to design a small flyer that can, I don't know, dock to it. Dock to it is a problem, because the whole problem with the subgrids bringing down even big grids, because the ship doesn't compensate for subgrids that are just anchored with connectors. I think it's still there. So take a look at the size of this thing. This is already crazy big. Crazy big. So we will have thrusters up top, and then have some reactors down here. I might have to go back to orbit to bring in reactor components and all that stuff, because I'm missing vital things down here. Okay, let us find a good place for a reactor. I would say somewhere here, the reactor. So then I have a bit of space to the sides, and maybe we go with solid one. These are the crazy powerful ones, so I will use one of these. I could bring it down a bit. Yes, then I have enough space for maybe a second one in the front and the back. Oh, do we have? No, see, 6,500 reactor components. This build is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. I don't know why I've started this. I love it. I love big ship builds. It's just, I don't know, I can't get rid of it, and now I definitely need it. The harvester is stuck. Now I could I could do the reasonable thing and build a small rover to empty it out. But no, the unreasonable thing of building a completely oversized carry-all that can transport, hopefully can transport it, and hopefully is able to lift out all the materials that are in there. That's definitely the more reasonable thing. Sorry, but it's just, that's how that works. That's not right. That's absolutely not right. Okay. So we need reactor components. The station definitely doesn't have any more materials. So the same thing should be for the gravitic manipulators. I'm pretty sure that the overpowered ones, warning high acceleration and output, I'm pretty sure they use... Ooh. They should be available for large grid 2. Overpowered. This is the large grid. So I'm pretty sure they are yeah, thruster components and gravity components. Good. That stuff we definitely don't have. So we need these innate. These. And maybe because we can do something like that. And something like that. The crazy thing is, this should already be enough to lift it for now. So, the whole structure, if we can get enough power into this, should be liftable with these things. But that's the next question, how to build it. We need to at one point turn it around, or we need to connect it to the tower and then have some built-in repair systems in here. Maybe that's the better idea. Let us put down a connector. And then we move it over here, anchor it. That could look a bit like a Zeppelin then. I have the feeling we anchor it up top here and then we have it kind of pointing that way, and we will build it from there. That's a good idea. And then we put some built-in repair systems into here so it can basically finish itself. Okay. The spine, under the spine we can have... What's happening out there? We can have under the spine some cargo containers. And now the thing is, we need to bring in the materials. So it is still producing reactor components, but I'm pretty sure we don't have enough material for that. So we need, for the reactor components, silver, gravel, iron. We should have enough gravel. I'm not sure if we have enough silver. Maybe the reactor components we can build here. Silver. We have 1.22k. That's not completely bad. That's not completely bad, and we need relatively small amounts of silver. Let us see if that is enough. And maybe we can find some silver in the area. Did we have silver over there? But we can't get the miner over there. I need to empty it out. I can't. That's just wrong. Okay, to finish the reactor down here without going back to orbit, we need silver, we need cobalt, we need silver, we need gold. We have what's that? That's also silver. We could try to bring it over there. We have uranium over there. And then we need the rover to move it out to here. Let us just try that. If we can move it over here. That might not work. But it could. Never say never. Okay, good thing. Maybe it empties out a bit. The thing is that with the... As far as I know, the whole ingots are relatively light. And if it empties out the stone and some of these things, then we could end up with it being drivable again over there. But we will have to see. First we move it over there, hopefully, and then we can see how sluggish it is. The thing is that sometimes some of the wheels just end up in air, then they can't grip, they cannot put their power into the ground, and that gets this thing stuck. And that's the main issue I have right now. It could be that with... Should we try to remove some of the strength? Maybe if it goes more into the... If we go to 30, we could end up with more grip. Am I making the carryall useless immediately? It could be the case, but that seems to work better. With less strength, they go more into the suspensions, and then we get better grip with all the wheels. Oh man, I should have thought about that. But now we thought about it, it works. But the carryall will be built anyways. Good, let us see. Cobalt, 200 meters deep. That's not good. Uranium, too deep for that thing. It could work out. Okay, that could work out with the cobalt, but we need silver first. That will be a crazy parking job, because that thing now needs to drill diagonally. Not sure if that will work out, if the weight of the system itself will pull it down. Go more to the top. Come on. Oh, come on, you darn thing. Move just a bit more. We are close to it. Please. Just a bit more. This is not good. This is not good. Okay, we might be able to drill here. See, that's... Oh no, please, 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 please. please, with sugar on top. Okay, now it's rolling back without being able to stop. So one thing I haven't set up yet is the cockpit up there. I should have done that before. This one is a lot better set up. It has all the necessary elements to start drilling and to anchor it. So what I will do is I will drive up there and then we will reduce the wheel height. Come on. Maybe it already works if we just go and drill here. Come on, run up. Stop it. Just a bit of run up and then we drive the drill into the ground here. The drilling takes a lot of time. So without any without any scripts here, it will definitely take a while. So that will not happen today anymore. But with it, come on, stand still, please, please, please. Let me take a look at the... Can it lock? Ready to lock. Locked down. Perfect. And now we turn off this, turn on this, turn on the drills. F. Get out. This should start to drill. Give us a clear drilling room. And then we bring it down. Once that is done. And hopefully over the length of the whole thing it doesn't bow too much, so that we get still a straight hole down. One thing I don't have right now and that I need is I need a way to place markers, so that I built that on Mars, where I basically just mark the spot where I have drilled, and here the holes are very much smaller. So it's I would really need something like that. It's so sad that so the problem again is I would need more wheels. More wheels are not in the design. It's always the problem that kind of space engineers makes a mockery out of my plans most of the time, because it says, no, this thing needs more wheels, so bring in more wheels. But the design looks different. I don't want to put more wheels on it. Yeah, then it doesn't work. So sad. I still have these wheels in, and I'm not sure if they are just a lot better. If it would be a good idea to test that out. I'm not sure. First, I now need to wait until this is done. And that can take a while. Hopefully we get some silver so we can continue with the reactor here. That would be great. If this reactor is done, then we at least have a bit of the power problem solved, and then we need gravity components. If we can build everything down here, that would be great. Not needing to go back to to orbit just to bring in something. That's the best thing about this spawned in planet, that it still has uranium. Where's the gravity component? There. It needs gold too. So one mission would be to also find gold. Didn't I have some? Okay, yeah, the game starts to behave weirdly. That would require a restart. So maybe I should do that. We are running long anyways, I would say. And so I think we end it here. This thing will drill us hopefully some silver. Then we bring that back, we finish the reactor, and hopefully I can find some gold somewhere so that we can also finish our gravitic manipulators, move that thing to up there, connect it to the tower there so that it can then start to build itself, I would say. Good people, that's all for today. I hope you liked the episode. If you did, then please leave a like on the video. That helps me out a bunch. If you're new here, then subscribe. There is more Space Engineers coming, and I hope that I can get back to other series too people really liked. But at the moment, there is no real time. So, good people. Thanks a bunch. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in the next one. See ya, guys.